Sensabaugh and Golden jump into the starting lineup for tonight for Pittsburgh. Taking over from the 32, there is DeMarco Murray, met in the hole there by Bud Dupree, and brought down to the 36. A pickup of 4 for the running back Murray.
Yeah, one of the keys to trying to stop this Titans run.
Great communication inside as they were trying to decide what to do up front. Finding a way around it all is Derrick Henry. Boy, that is pure ability that kept that play alive. First down across the 45 and to the Steeler 43-yard line.
It was interesting. You could hear Ben Jones that time turning back to his quarterback and yelling out, but watch all the action coming right back at you. And Mariota, because of his ability to bootleg, they sent a blitz that time, and the cornerback, Artie Burns, had to chase Mariota, which opened this bounce-out lane to the outside for Derrick Henry. That was a nice run.
And let's watch Henry here as we go. From the 25-yard line, Murray. See him looking for that space to open up, and it'll be a gain of 2 to the 23-yard line. Josh Klein on the tackle. That's one thing about Skycam. You get a really good look at what's happening in front of these backs.
Yeah, and you know just how important the offensive line is. You're going to see all the pullers coming over this way, and then it's just up to DeMarco Murray to feel his way through that crowd there. But this is, both these teams like the idea.
First and goal, 3 tight ends in, trying to lead the way for Henry, and he's not going anywhere. Artie Burns, Ryan Shazier, the tackle for Pittsburgh. No gain on first down.
So much action. There's Ryan Shazier, who walks around before the game in the cold with his shirt off and does all those crazy things because he's a crazy linebacker. With Shazier, the one thing when you watch him play, you'll see his bodies are flying. There are times that he misses tackles, but he misses tackles going a million miles an hour, and he sort of sets the tone really for this entire defense. Brought back passing game, late shift here by the Steelers.
Turns, hands to Murray, but Dupree was waiting right in the hole there. Gave him nothing to look at. Javon Hargrave was over there to finish it off. That's a loss of 2 yards on first down.
Yeah, it's so unusual to see this formation, isn't it? I mean, to see those wide receivers in that tight. Ben Roethlisberger, he can make anything work on the other side. But that tight of formation, what it does is it brings the defense all inside. And if you start bringing both safeties down in the box, they just start calling passes and get up on the edges, get to those corners.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. There's a little bit of the deception. We'll get it in the hands of Murray. And a good trace back by Hayward. He wasn't going to let that get away. The pressure started with Cameron Hayward. The play finished with a terrific 7th-year man from Ohio State.
Corey Davis, terrific. Cameron Hayward, as we talked about, I think he's right there. Get a chance to watch him. Good players can just smell that. I tell you, that was, speaking of good players, that's Sean Davis.
8 yards away, drive starts at the 2. And they give the bounce by Derrick Henry will give them more than space, give them a first down. Just shy of the 20-yard line. Terrific off your own goal line blocking by that Titan offensive line.
Always want to go after pressure, right? But when you do that with your linebackers, it leaves no pursuit to the outside. And one thing you'll see, everybody on this Titans offense.
They did. Titans at their own 31 first down. Murray, flag down again. In the flat, here's DeMarco with a stiff arm on Shazier to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3. But we'll check the flag.
Way this
Illegal
offense
use of
works.
hands to the face. Defense. Number 90. 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the run.
Already for the Titans.
Change of personnel, bring a fullback in, try to lead the way for Henry. Outside pursuit, not going to let him get back to that line of scrimmage. And the man you mentioned earlier, Chris, the safety, Sean Davis, was the first one getting there for that loss of a yard.
Yeah, Sean Davis could play into
second in the league. And now they're playing at home where they think they'll even be better. Run across the 40-yard line by Henry's going to set up 3rd and 5 as he takes it out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 6.
Yeah, this is a heavy.
And they'll decide to run it here with Henry, and he is stopped by Shazier. And they empty the timeouts, but get it. He was also a offensive line coach with the Steelers. He's coaching the offensive line on the other side now, leading DeMarco Murray for that run for 5 yards. Chris, no coincidence, these two teams both have very good offensive lines, very cohesive. Pro Bowl each of the last 2 seasons. So the Steeler 28, Mariota looking left and throwing. It's complete to DeMarco Murray. Made a man miss at the 25. Murray inside the 20. We'll see where the mark is as he's out of bounds, close to a first.
Pretty interesting and good technique.
2nd and 1. Murray up the middle, twists and turns, gets the hard yard. Gets a first down at the 17. It looks like he's just so strong. He just...
It's probably the key that we haven't talked about yet on this Titans team. Ben Jones, the center, a free agent pickup from Houston, and without question, not even close, that is the dynamic leader. He is the quarterback of that offensive line. He paid off.
Down 13. All scores in this second half here. Again with a flag and a run by Murray for about 3 yards, 17.
Illegal shift by the offense. 2 players moved and both did not reset before the snap. Half the distance to the goal. We play first down.
Kansas City, I would throw in this mix in the AFC.
So you're looking for a 3rd team.
I'm looking for a 3rd and maybe a 4th.
Murray goes out of bounds down the sideline at the 35-yard line.
Jacksonville plays such great defense. The day they came in here, what they get, 5 interceptions against Ben Roethlisberger in here that day, and so he cut this game and made it very close. This is a good football team. This was a tough night. They're going to take a lot out of this.